got Jack Stratton at the Silver Lake Reservoir. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy.
Jack isn't. Look at that.
You know, I've never gotten this far. This is like the Vulf channel trailer video, right?
Yeah.
So I'll always go to the Vulf channel. I'll watch like the first 20 seconds of this. Yeah, okay, I do get to this part. Yeah.
This is wild. You guys do look alike.
Yeah,
no, I filled in for him this day. He couldn't make it.
They needed a dancer. Daniel subbed in.
Oh man, God. Well, just like Jack, it just cuts out, just like a, like it's nothing, But I'll pop that up as a little music bed. But welcome everybody, fucking welcome to the Conscious Club episode 13. We're on number 13, guys.
This is for
13.
you. Lucky number 13.
It feels like 30, but it's 13, doesn't it?
It's like our friend that won't be named.
Right. Exactly. And now everybody is confused. But I noticed that you might notice that my right hand woman is gone, and Daniel's in the place. Daniel's my right hand woman today.
Hey, how's it going?
It's getting saucy.
Hey! Oh, Tori's here.
Oh, that didn't last.
So
She's back.
Tori's a little sick. Come over to my mic.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
She just knocked over my,
Guest
Fender
appearance.
strap.
Look at
That's
this.
okay.
Controlled chaos in the studio.
Look at this.
Not controlled, actually.
Tori is now contaminating the room. She is quite sick and has opted out of this week's show for the health and well-being of the rest of us.
Yes. Thank you. And you earned it.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I deserve a break.
Well, how you doing? You feeling
Good.
okay?
Just want to let you know that I'm not dead, and Daniel can't take my job.
Oh.
I'm sad I don't have anyone to vehemently disagree with on certain topics tonight.
There's gonna be no.
Well, stay tuned. We might.
Yeah, we might. Yeah,
Just
actually, we don't know our
know.
dynamic
You
yet,
just
so
don't know.
yeah. You might be breaking up some fights later.
Bull riding and boobies.
Well. Hey, we have a new name for the episode. Well, I hope you feel better.
Yeah,
and
feel
better.
We will miss you.
Yeah.
During this Conscious Club episode 13.
Yeah.
Right. There's many episodes to come,
Yeah.
and you'll be a part of all of them until you get sick.
This one's gonna be a good one. I'm feeling.
Cool.
Wow. Look at that. Selfless.
We have the blessing.
Still saying it's going to be good.
Watch Wendy Williams.
Wendy
Wow.
Williams.
Good old
Williams.
WW with no E.
Well, yeah, Tori is sick, and Daniel's my right hand woman. So this is we got Aidan on the track.
And I'm also sick.
Right, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're sick.
I actually
yeah.
am.
That's one of the
Test
reasons
it
why
out.
he's on the cast, and one
Diagnosed
of the
him
reasons why Tori's
earlier.
off. Right. Guys,
Yeah.
well, welcome, guys. I'm glad
Thank
you guys
you for having us.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to come out and
course.
forage into the valley
Yeah.
to come out and be on a stupid show. So
Whoa, dude.
I love being on TCCP.
Dude.
thank you, appreciate it. It's not stupid.
TC.
We're
It is
all our
not.
worst.
No.
We're all our worst enemies. You
Yeah.
know. So
That's true.
but we got a packed show for you this week, no pun intended. And I asked Aidan, because he is what I would refer to as the layman, or what he would refer to as the layman in the episode that his debut episode.
Okay. I thought I was like the pro, but it's all good.
I mean, you're a pro in my eyes.
Okay. Yeah,
But
yeah.
according to the audience,
Mm-hmm.
you're the layman.
Okay. I'll assume the role. No, I don't know shit about shit.
He knows assuming the position, though. That's for sure.
Oh,
That's
God.
For sure.
Bull riding and boobies.
But yeah, welcome guys, and welcome all of you to the Conscious Club podcast, episode 13.
Thank you.
We got a packed show. I know I've said that before, but I'll say it again. God damn it.
He means it.
Now, earlier this week I hit up Aidan, and I was saying, during the week, if you think of anything that you would want to know about Vulfpeck, your little.
I was waiting for the moment. I'm good. I'll figure it out.
Scoot closer if you want. Cool. Sorry. You know, we hit the rocks, but we fucking rebound like the game winner we are. Isn't that fucking
We're all
right, guys?
Steph Curry.
Right. Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
All three of us. Look at us.
Is he on the Lakers?
No, he's on the.
No.
Then fuck him.
Golden State Warriors. Okay.
Sorry. LeBron James.
Yeah.
Lebron.
We got
I call him
some-
Lebron Jamas. That's how I
actually-
call him.
That's
Lebron.
that's how it's pronounced.
Lebron Jamas?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you didn't know?
Yeah, you're the only one. Yeah. That's crazy.
Where were we?
Oh, God. We were at me talking to Aidan earlier this week. I asked him to, you know, if he wanted to come up with anything that he wanted to know about Vulfpeck in this week's show. You know, we're slightly getting into a more produced line here. And I asked him, you know, let me prep something for you. What do you want to know? What does the layman need to know about Vulfpeck?
Yeah.
And what did you come up
I
with?
think the first thing I said was, how big is Jack Stratton's dick?
Okay.
And then you didn't have an answer for that. And I'm like, who's a layman now?
I mean, yeah.
No.
I should know.
No.
I'm the host of this damn show. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
In all seriousness, I asked, I just want to know more about the backstory behind, because I know there's a lot of, not misinformation, but just non-information online about Jack and Vulfpeck, and I just want to take a deep dive kind of in his history, as well as the band's history and their influences musically as well, which I think we're going to go over, and then
Nice.
you can take it from there.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No,
at all.
it's all good.
We're
Yeah.
just chilling here.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about
I'm
it.
talking about dicks, dude. You know how it is.
Talking about dicks on the Conscious Club podcast. And I assume Daniel is in kind of the same boat.
I'm pretty in the dark about all of these topics. Yeah.
And I hate to admit it, but I was too. I was unearthing some stuff in the Vulfpeck guide that I think her name is Allegra Rosenberg put together, who is a huge fan of Vulfpeck, knows them, and has done the State of Vulf interviews. The
those are
Vulfpeck
great.
interviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
She does one once a year to get new State of the Vulf. It's basically like a Conscious Club podcast if it was just once a year.
Wow.
But yeah.
Probably jam-packed.
Jam-packed, and if Jack Stratton is your guest of honor and your interviewee, it's gonna be jam-packed with some great stuff. So
fair.
with that said, let's fucking dive into some stuff. So I wanted to go into his Red Bull interview because he was interviewed at a Red Bull festival where Vulfpeck was playing, I believe in 2016.
Okay.
And it gives a lot about Jack, and in that, although Jack may appear to be very private and to not share a lot of his info online, and at least it's not easily accessible.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it's by design, but what I have found today, excuse me, and yesterday as well, is that if you take the time to look, and you take the time to want to know and want to understand, like last episode, the starting point for understanding is listening. So I tried to, harness that Corey energy and put it into show prep for this show to bring to life the story of Vulf and how it kind of got started.
I love it.
Excited for that, yeah.
So without further ado, this is Sal Masekela. Masekela?
Shout out Master Killer Sal.
Masekela. That's great. And a little interview. It's 3 minutes here, but we can digest it and have some conversations about what it's like.
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Let's cue it up.
Joined right now by the one and only Jack Stratton of Vulfpeck. Did I say it right?
Yes, sir.
Vulfpeck. It sounds like Wolfpack.
Right.
Is that intentional?
Yeah, it's phonetically how a German would read the word Wolfpack.
Ah, Vulfpeck.
Yes.
I've heard your music. It's very good.
That's great.
I just made a lot of Germans very angry. Thank you, Jack.
Owl's
How did you guys
menacing.
come together?
We were at University of Michigan, and a friend was doing a session in the school studio to 2-inch tape.
Right.
Sent out an email, and I replied with this fully formed concept of a German rhythm section, and he picked us to do his session that he was doing in the studio. And
To
then,
tape.
Yeah, and then we put that on YouTube. Yeah.
Because that's what everyone does. Like, well, we were just doing this thing to tape, and like, hey,
I find a
let's
lot of
record
parallels with
this.
me and this guy.
What are you saying? Is
I'm
that
like,
we're really good
I'm like reaching
musicians.
for a lot of shit to say.
We're bored, and we're like, let's do something cool, and then this was born.
Yeah, I initially sent out the whole concept that I with a link to an article about Muscle Shoals tracking what was it? The hit song. Down 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 down.
Yeah.
Down
Down, 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 bam.
Yeah, there's a whole article about that.
Yeah.
I'll take you there.
Yeah, I'll take you there. Yeah, we got there.
Yeah. I'll take you there.
I gotta
who
pause
is that?
this
The
right
Something
now.
Sisters,
I gotta
right?
pause. Just the fact that have you ever hummed a song to somebody else and they're going like, don't know
Yeah,
what the
that
fuck
guy-
you're talking
that guy
about.
crushed
That
it.
guy fucking crushed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
finished the phrase.
Yeah.
What?
Some would say he's a master killer, dog.
He's a master killer. Sal, I'm a master killer at Bonnaroo 2016, y'all.
Unreal.
All right. Wow.
Unreal.
You took
got
me
that.
there. You took me there. So I sent that out, all the behind the scenes.
So
and I was like,
good.
let's do that.
Rad.
Let's do it rhythm section style. And then that was the early concept.
It's awesome. I watched a bunch of you guys' videos today. So cool, and it looks like you do mostly everything in a sort of one-take vibe, vocals, everyone.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's part of that era that we were trying to, or I dig all those documentaries about that era. So,
and in those days, time was money. So there was no time to sit there and like overdub. Like, let's get in here.
That's
Studio
right.
time's expensive. Let's make this stuff and get out.
That's right. Yeah, there was. You were saving money by hiring Steve Gadd.
Right.
Because he'd nail it in one take.
Bring in the killers and let's make this money.
Bring in the killer.
I
Bring
read
in the
somewhere,
killers.
real quick, that
Master
you
killer.
once put out 10 songs that had no music on it and put it up on YouTube. I mean, excuse me, on Spotify.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then asked your fans to stream it so you could make money.
Yeah, that was a few years ago, and yesterday we took it further. We did a show
As
in
Jack does.
Chicago where we put up the resonant frequency of the Earth on Spotify, 7.83 hertz. Yeah, and people listened to this, and it had this grounding effect. Kind of, you might have felt a vibe
Chill, I
change.
felt extra chill yesterday. That was you.
People are playing it. The kicker, Act 3, was that we were going to put on this show, and those shows were free promoting that last album.
Right.
This show, we paid people upon attending the show. They made money going to our show, and it worked out. It was fun.
I could talk to you for another hour because clearly Vulfpeck is the coolest band that you're going to see at Bonnaroo. Thank you for
That's
saying
for
that.
damn sure.
Yeah, wow.
Cool
For
as well.
damn
And,
sure.
yeah, Vulfpeck.
Right on.
That was cool.
Right on.
I mean,
Lots
That
to
that had
unpack.
that had vibes of the CNBC interview.
well,
Right
so
on.
here's the
Love
thing,
it.
like that is the anti-CNBC interview because
Right.
the CNBC interview was what you'd expect, like just to be a bunch of gibberish. But like, no, he got it all and was like, actually, no, we can weave the conversation with what you do. That was awesome,
Yeah.
and it is interesting how it all just kind of started as such a
It's kind of
one-off
almost a joke.
joke, kind of like
It's like a
they just
troll, but
shot
like-
for it.
But amazing. Like,
Right.
it's
You know?
crazy.
He was
Just-
able to like what Sal was saying. Like he's like they're great musicians, and if you have that, you have something.
Yeah.
Regardless of how whimsical or weird the idea may be, there's something there.
Yeah.
You know? We got Goss and you got Dart and you got Stratton
And they just leaned into it with like
and the Theo
with
and
all
the
their
Theo
other
boy.
skills and stuff too, and
Right.
just kind of kept running with Vulfpeck, kept running,
Right.
which is
Right.
crazy.
The-
I didn't know it started as a one-off session.
Yeah, that was wild. The most interesting thing to me was just his business acumen. Like when he's talking about like the whole like silent album, right? Like
Right.
So just for people out there who don't know about this, I learned this. Essentially, Vulfpeck from this interview, they created an album just full of silence, and he asked his fans to stream it, and they got a bunch of money from
Right.
Spotify. Spotify took it down. It was this whole thing, and then he said they changed it, the same idea, but they added a frequency, the Earth's frequency to it. So it's the same
Right.
kind of shit, but I guess they got away with it this time. And he said he actually paid people to go to his show, and they probably still made more money off of just the promotion from it and from getting people there. Yeah. So it's crazy. Like
it probably was the money from the Spotify. Yeah, from the Sleepify.
Listen to that release.
You can on vinyl.
Really? They have a wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
A silent vinyl?
Yeah, they have a silent vinyl.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's just really cool to come across this because like in diving deep into Jack's realm, so to speak, this week, I've never seen this interview. I just kind of like typed in Jack Stratton interview into Google, not even YouTube, and then this Red Bull thing popped up, and I was like, oh, this is basically
Red Bull's awesome for this
the
stuff.
Seed that kind of started it all. And also too, like when I first kind of got into Vulfpeck, I was so enamored by Jack, so enamored, and also enamored by the fact that I couldn't find anything on him on Google, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything, and that's kind of what I want to harp on here because if you go on there the subreddit, there is a link to a Google Doc which has every single piece of information about the band and the members that you would ever want to know about them.
Wow.
And
that's some creepy ex-girlfriend shit right there.
It is some creepy ex-girlfriend shit right there.
I love that.
So I can pull
were
it
you
up
also
here.
enamored because you look like Daniel, or?
Yeah. No, Daniel sat behind me at work, and I was like, well, wait. Is he? Do you have an alter ego?
Jack Stratton?
I see his red and white here, and I don't know.
Imagine
I
just messaging,
Imagine the reveal at the end. He's like, I am Jack.
I can't just go, I am Jack.
Dude, the more I look at you, the more I'm like I'm going to bow down.
Oh my God.
I'm going to bow down. But
so
one thing I did want to find, because like I tried to find this through my own Googling and stuff, but I couldn't find his age. The only thing I could find was his LinkedIn and his graduation year, which then you had to reverse engineer and go like, okay, he might have been 21 at that time. So then he was born, whatever, 1980, whatever. But
it's the conspiracy board out.
Not yet.
Still have it up?
Not yet.
Not yet. This is all still head work.
Yeah. I gotta floss
got a
my
lot to
teeth
unpack, guys.
Here. Let me turn on Do Not Disturb so I don't get my fucking floss my teeth notification.
You should floss.
Yeah, dude.
I do floss, and it's because I set a reminder to do so.
Your dentist.
That's nice. That's good.
He actually talked to me. He's like, yo, you remind Indy.
Dr. So?
Yeah. So
he's the shit, man.
I'm like, so what, dude?
Hit
him with it.
That was a great ending. That was a fucking right hook.
Yeah, Dr. So, fuck you, dude.
Just the
Don't
pride.
say that.
The pride.
He put 2 crowns in my mouth.
Well, guess what?
And then he put crowns in my mouth.
He's still the king.
So it's funny how back to the fucking story here. But not a doctor. I didn't know. I never fucking knew Dr. So would come up in the podcast.
Fuck you.
No.
What is happening?
I have no clue. But Dr. So, if somehow you like Vulfpeck and found this, you're the shit. And fuck Aidan. Destroy this guy's mouth.
No, you're right. You're a doctor. I don't know my shit. But if your patients need to set reminders, you failed.
Shit, bro. That's just how I operate, bro.
There might be a fallacy, and there's a.
Is revealing the fact that I have a reminder to floss my teeth, is that really bad?
No.
Like, let's talk about that.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
that's a good thing. I think that your doctor failed you, though.
How?
Because you have to remind
Explain yourself, motherfucker.
The dentist has one job when you leave. Right. Remember to floss.
Right.
Now you have to remember.
Which I then put into my phone.
Yeah. Well,
do you remember?
No.
Is your dentist happy with you when you come in?
My dentist is in Tijuana, dude.
Okay.
And he's not lying, guys.
Okay.
Dr. Yo Me Amo, dude.
Yo Me Ama?
Yeah.
Really?
It means my name is.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I thought he was like Dr. So's cousin or some shit.
Yo Me Amo. No, Me Amo, yeah.
Oh my God. I really love where the show is going. And it's not even anywhere towards the rocks yet. That's what's great.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like we're so above the rocks, even though we've gone down a little bit. Like, everybody who's watching is like, get back to fucking Jack right now, or else I'm going to skip. We'll just skip a fucking head. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. And Jack doesn't give a fuck about what you think about him either. So let's fucking fucking get on with it.
That's true.
If we want to talk about Dr. So, we can. This is the Conscious Club fucking podcast. We're conscious, and we're in a fucking club.
Can I
We're filled
sorry
with love,
for the.
right?
I'm sorry. For
Can I apologize to Dr. So?
Sure.
I regret. This is for you, Doctor. I'm sorry. I was jealous. You know, Indy's got a great smile, and it's because of you.
It's not because of me.
I don't make him smile. You do, Dr. So. So, and
Did you say
guess
Dr.
what?
Phil?
No, he might be both. Listen, Doctor.
A lot of reveals tonight.
You have. This is the last thing I'm going to say about Dr. So, and then we're going to move back to what this is about. But you have such a magical touch to you that your clients set reminders to floss. So you're the best, Doctor.
Wow, that was a huge 180.
Yeah.
Huge. I've never seen a 180. That was a 900.
I felt bad. I don't know, Doctor, but
well, thank you, patient.
Anyway.
Oh gosh.
See
Okay,
Aidan
so
in the next X Games.
right, yeah, that's right. See you at the
One,
fucking. Let's do a
two.
900, yo. Fucking Dr. So to the fucking fucking vert.
I'm the Tony Hawk to Dr. So.
Right.
But Tony Hawk is the Tony Hawk to
The world.
Actually,
that's a tough one.
Good thing you brought that up. little segue into a Tony Hawk related thing that happened this week. I don't know if it was on the pack, but it was music related, and it had to do with Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So I saw a meme that was before Spotify and Apple Music. The way people found new music was through Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
yeah.
Amazing.
And it's like,
Totally.
yeah. Whenever I hear like the Suicide Machines, I'm like, takes me right back.
Tony
Oh,
Hawk.
yeah.
You know, yeah.
It's legendary shit, yeah.
Oh, guys, this is a great show so far. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having fun.
I'm digging
That's
it.
great.
We're having fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun.
You know the point in the past shows where I've gone, oh no, where
I
need to
don't.
fucking, yeah.
I haven't seen a
You
single show like that.
You scrambled a
I
little
scramble a little bit. Yeah.
No, just that. Yeah, I've only been on one other show, but and it probably got cut out. So you guys, this is behind the scenes stuff. Pay for the Patreon for this stuff, but
Fuck, I think I start a Patreon now.
there was there was a little hiccup. I mean,
Oh, was that when I forgot what I was gonna say?
Yeah,
For like
yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yes.
this happened. And-
Wow.
It got cut out of the show actually.
To quote Indigo, he said, "This never happened." So, and I believe him.
Right.
Unlike Dr. So, I actually believe Indy. Fuck you, Dr. So.
What's with you flip flopping? You're like a politician. You're like, I want Dr. So, I don't want Dr. So. I want universal health care, I don't want universal health care.
I
Really?
just feel
Yeah,
bad
we
for
really
his
don't
wife
know.
because I totally left her on red.
She's telling you to floss?
Wow. Now we're on the rocks.
Yeah. Might say so.
Oh man. So
Did you say so?
you might say so.
Anyway.
We've said so too many fucking times. Dr. So, man, I love you, and you've made my mouth great compared to the other fucking bullshit dentist that my parents dragged me to. That was a hole in the wall in some random, parking lot somewhere, And then it's funny when like you get the metal fillings when you're a kid, and then you go to Dr. So, and then you didn't because you grew up affluent. But
I guess so.
I mean, we grew up in the same
I
neighborhood.
guess, I was going to say, I guess so.
But you shook your head with the metal in the mouth.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
you got porcelain, Mr. Cool Guy.
I didn't get any, okay.
Oh, you just had good teeth.
I don't know.
Wow, genetics.
Well, anyway, okay.
Well,
a lot of people,
young.
people
Can't say
probably
that
go
yet.
through this. You go see a dentist. I know Tori has gone through this, where you go see a dentist in your 20s after you've had a few fillings.
Yeah.
And they go, "What the fuck was your dentist smoking? Crack, meth, heroin?"
Sounds like a terrifying conversation
Or
to have.
the fillings. He could be
It was.
smoking those, yeah.
He was smoking the filling. He was freebasing those fillings, and then Dr. So goes, "Let's fix this." I don't know how the fuck we got here, but fucking Aidan and the
I'm
Dr. So.
terrified for my future.
Yeah.
You got fillings?
I think I got one.
Wow.
It's been a long
This guy's
time.
fucking lucky.
Say
You got
it
some good teeth.
Say it ain't.
You got some good
so
teeth.
far. Like I said, we're young.
Show the audience your teeth.
Oh.
Not your tongue, your fucking teeth, you fuck.
Dude.
I don't know how, man. I got a small mouth.
Dude.
I don't know how to do this.
like this.
I'm terrible at smiling. I just don't smile
because you're just perpetually angry at the world.
I hate dentists, and I don't. Yeah, fuck everybody.
You hate the dentist?
Especially Dr. So.
Dude, Dr. So actually, Dr. So does this really cool thing.
Fuck everybody, especially Dr. So.
You know, we're everybody too, Aidan. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's already, if you wouldn't mind.
No.
It's already been a half hour.
Ridiculous. I mean, you could probably cut a lot of this stuff.
The stop start. Yeah, there we go. No, we're not cutting shit, yo. Because this Dr. So. One thing I do want to mention. Let's button up this Dr. So shit.
Yeah,
we can bring it up later as a callback. But Dr. So does this really cool thing where he goes, when he puts the needle in on the top, he goes, bite down. And right when you bite down, he injects it. And then but when you're done biting down and you let go, it's done. And you literally feel nothing. So when you say fuck Dr. So, I say fuck you, dog.
Wow.
'Cause no other dentist has done that shit.
Okay, that's fair.
There's already way too much cussing in this. I know Jack would be like really turned off by this because you don't really hear him cuss.
That's true. There's not a whole lot of profanity.
Maybe he took a lesson from the Aquabats.
That would be interesting if that happened.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I've never really made that connection.
They don't cuss. They're Mormon.
Yeah, no, I've never heard them cuss.
Mormons. Wow.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Anyway.
And you're not in the Aquabats.
I don't know what
group.
the Aquabats are
Okay.
now.
Right. Well, you've been missing out. You don't know who Dr. So is. You don't know the Aquabats.
No, I know Dr.
Why don't you just fucking
Very
leave
familiar
right
with
now?
Dr. So.
Dr. fucking So. Don't even get me started on that guy, dude.
Oh my god.
He's a crook, dude.
He's a fucking crook, and there's nothing you can fucking change.
But I do love him deep down. He's a good guy. Like he means well.
So my question is like after we're done talking about Jack Stratton and Vulfpeck, the question is like turning to you and being like, so what do you think about all these guys?
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested in.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I've never really. There was no strong opinions on my first go around, but I'm kind of liking this whole bad guy image. You know, I can play with it. I know. Indy's not gonna be happy about that, but sometimes you gotta butt heads.
I like bad boys.
Oh man.
Guys, okay. Well, enough of the Dr. So. No, you guys are here for a different reason, not to fucking listen about my dentist.
Yeah. But don't go.
So. So, I don't even know how to get back on track.
Wait.
I really don't know
Till
fucking
the
how.
Office of Dr. So sues the Conscious Club podcast for defamation.
No, we love you guys. Please don't sue.
Just as a disclaimer, the Conscious Club podcast does not condone Aidan's remarks.
Yeah. And
I had to really search for the word condone and Aidan.
And remark. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a quick in and out. Ready?
Layman?
You already did it, but
I thought a tooth almost fell out.
I'm not letting it go, man.
The amount of pride on the show.
Sorry.
God.
I'm over it.
But
I can't even mention anything left of Jack anymore because it's just we need to move on. Because the one thing I was gonna do, do you really want to know what I was gonna say before we got on this tangent? Because it's a lot. It's not even as good as the Dr. So comments.
I'm glad you remember.
Okay, so what I was gonna say. Oh, I remember. I'm fucking staring right at it. Because I do show prep. But okay, so back on the topic of when Jack when I first learned about Vulfpeck and I was looking up Jack Stratton, first of all, when I was watching the videos and I was getting aware of who people were, I thought Theo was Jack. You know, when you hear people's names before you know who they are, I was like, oh, that guy's Jack. That guy's with the beard ain't Jack. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you go, oh, he's Jack. He doesn't even look like one. So that started my little
deep dive.
First unearthing. Yeah, the deep dive.
Interesting.
So back a couple of years ago when I first figured it out or found Vulfpeck, I was looking up Jack Stratton, and you really can't find a lot of stuff on him. And
Just the guy playing the pancakes.
he's the guy playing the pancakes on Birds of a Feather. Now, what I was able to find, like I said before we got rudely interrupted by fucking Mr.
Dr.
Aidan
So.
over here.
Sorry.
Points the
Dr.
blame.
So did not interrupt this podcast.
Straight.
You did, motherfucker.
Points.
But when I first started deep diving into Jack Stratton, I was basically like trying to find how old he was, where he went to school is easy to find, but like just little info about who he is and why he does what he does. Can't find it. Now, I was able to find LinkedIn, his LinkedIn, and it said that he's the owner of Vulf Records LLC. And that he graduated from the University of Michigan in 2010.
Okay.
So you reverse engineer 21 years-ish, and that puts you at, what,
like
1988, 1989-ish?
He's like 30. Yeah.
30.
Right. So now, if you go to the subreddit, there is a link to the Vulfpeck Ultimate Guide, which took me a year or two to find, which was this week. And I'm not a Redditor. I'm not a Reddit guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't identify with the whole like fucking like nerd jacking off behind a computer
I
typing comments.
I dabble.
Right.
Yeah.
You dabble?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Reddit.
You're one of those?
Yeah, I jerk off. Fucking, who's a real nerd?
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
It's Dr. So.
But basically, the Vulfpeck Ultimate Guide on the subreddit is basically gives you everything that you would want to know and more. So what leads me to believe is, why isn't this on their Wikipedia? Why is it not public? Why is it in a Google Doc? And what I want to know is why. Here's the thing. Jack seems so private. Jack seems all of these like mystical things. Like he's larger than life. Like he has so much. Like it's like you know those the album art of Tool, Alex Gray. You ever seen his art?
Yeah.
Where like there's like a beam of consciousness coming through the head, and then he's just making art through it. It's like that. It's literally like he's a conduit for the gods.
Yeah.
To produce great music for this world.
The brand of Jack Stratton.
The brand of Jack Stratton.
Yeah.
The essence, the lore, the everything. The fact that we can even make a podcast about.
Yeah.
Right? There's so much to talk about. And I was kind of... Now, again, a couple years ago, I didn't really know. I didn't really know all the venues or the avenues in which to find information about Vulfpeck. So when you use Google, it's kind of like, eh. But once you become a fan, and once you get to go, oh, there's a subreddit, there's all these things, there's Corey Wong, there's all these other, there's Joey Dosick. You find other avenues to get little Easter eggs as you go, which I don't know if is by design, but is really interesting in an engagement factor. Because when you don't know something and you want to know it, the yearning to understand is like a driving force in you.
Can you take a second that this is all done without PR agents, managers, stuff like that. Like this is all
It's all lore.
But that's what makes him so special. That's what I'm getting at. So, for 2 years I was like, I'm just gonna have to subtract 21 or 22 or 23 years from the date that says on his LinkedIn. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna maybe he's 30. And that's what I've been going off of. But on the Vulfpeck Ultimate Guide, we have born on December 7th, 1987.
It's his birthday.
It's his birthday in
How'd
in
you look
October.
at that?
Yeah, his birthday's right here. Not on Wikipedia. Not online. If you go Jack Stratton age into Google, if you go fucking LeBron James age, it pops up with his wife and all and his info and everything.
Yeah,
You type Jack Stratton age, just like, who the fuck is this guy? Nothing, right?
So how old is he?
1987. So
He's
31.
31.
He's 31.
No, he's turning 31. He's
Turning 31 this year.
yeah. So he's 30.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Right?
1987?
To
We're in
2017.
2019.
We're in 19, so it'd be 32.
He'd be turning 32 later this year,
So he is 31.
Ah.
I believe.
Yeah,
So-
that's right. You're right. Yep.
Yeah. Did Dr. So teach you math?
Yeah, probably based on that shitty math, Dr. So. Fucking doctors. Don't even get me going.
Also, a part of an improv comedy group, which is interesting. I did not know.
Yeah.
In college, he was a part of an improv comedy group. Now, doesn't that make so much more sense with like the mushy and the air about him that he doesn't give a fuck, which is the next line. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm reading that right now.
Right, yeah. Huge
we
fan
skipped over that. Has a deep love for Trader Joe's.
deep love for Trader Joe's, hence Fearless Flyers.
Share that with him.
Right. And he's even made a band called, Fearless Flyers, which is the flyer that comes out from Trader Joe's weekly or monthly or whatever the fuck it is.
Interesting.
Also, his father, Bert Stratton, is a lead member of the klezmer band Yiddish Cup in Ohio in the Cleveland Heights area.
And Jack would fill in, right, during shows? I think I listened to an interview.
Now, his dad, I do have some information.
Wow.
I have stuff prepped, guys.
This is wild.
Yeah, this is...
I have stuff prepped.
Thorough.
I didn't know Indy worked at the CIA. This fucking guy.
Fucking, I don't even know what that means, but...
Just background check after background check over here.
Oh, the CIA. I thought you meant CAA. Like...
Oh, you work at the agency that Jack's rep by.
So, and I highlight shit too, guys.
Whoa.
Yeah, I learned my lesson from that Corey shit that I was reading in the last episode. I pulled up a Corey article, and it was just a wall of words, and then I go, oh my God, I don't want to, oh my God. So I was like scrambling for stuff to say, and yeah, anyway. But, Jack, this article is called, My First Instrument. My first instrument.
Look at that.
Probably, it's too bright. My first instrument with Jack Stratton. Now, this is an interview back in April of 2016. And it's basically, how did you start with music in general? And basically what he goes through is that his parents gave him a Suzuki violin, which is a very tiny violin, right? Okay. And he didn't really want to do it for the sound of it. Just he looked at it and went like, I want that.
Interesting.
So it was mostly like for the look of it, right?
Okay.
And so the interviewer asked, did you want to play it? And he says, yeah, I wanted to play it big time. But I didn't know what Suzuki was, and I quit shortly into it because they made you stand for the whole lesson, which I could not handle.
Whoa. Then what wanted to sit?
Yeah,
and then in his convictions.
Yeah, right. And it's interesting for a regular bean eater like him. You'd think he'd want to stand. He'd do that shit with a handstand like he does on stage now.
You see him dancing up there?
That's right. And then interviewer asked, why violin? And he said, I think I really wanted to play an instrument. I think saxophone. And my dad said I couldn't start until I was 13 for some reason. I think they knew as kids. I think they knew that kids love saxophone because of the way it looks. And so I think the only proven thing for kids... Hold on a second. I didn't highlight that part.
It's the devil's instrument.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I know, dude. Fucking on the rocks, dude.
No, I mean...
okay.
Fucking dumb.
I'm just not going to dive
So basically, he wanted to learn saxophone, but he was too young. And his dad was like, no, you have to be 13. And then this interviewer does his fucking research because... Here we go. After interviewing Jack, I wanted to fact-check a few of his claims because this fool doesn't trust him.
Wow.
So I sent an email to Jack's father, Bert Stratton, who wrote back immediately with some disheartening news. To quote him, I don't remember it at all.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All a lie.
All a lie. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just means Bert Stratton was fucking...
what a fucking roller coaster!
I know.
That
it's
story
not over.
was.
It's not over, bro. It's
What?
not over. Not over. So
fucking Bert, dude.
But after
we cannot make enemies with Bert on the show.
Bert, fucking stop smoking meth, Bert.
Dude, Bert.
Sorry, Bert.
We love Bert, man.
Yeah,
he made Jack.
Yeah.
Jack
Bert,
came out of his nutsack, dude.
You're a good guy.
The hell? That's some animal spirits right there.
But why 13, dude? Come on. Anyway.
Well, I'll get to it if you let me fucking talk, dude.
Right.
Just kidding. I love you, Aidan.
Sorry. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Bert.
Let me harness my inner Rob Stenson here. But after consulting his home video log, Bert unearthed some confirmation and some contradiction. Inspired by the example of his older sister notably absent from Jack's narrative. Interesting. Jack did, in fact, begin on a Suzuki violin course in the fall of 1991. However, earlier that year, To be precise, March 1st, 1991, when Jack was 3.5, he sat in on drums with the Yiddish Cup klezmer band, his father's klezmer outfit, at the Beechwood Public Library. And there is a footnote here, and it says, attentive readers may note that Theo Katzman also sat in on drums with his father when he was 3.5 years old as well.
Whoa.
And they're both the drummers for Vulfpeck. It doesn't stop there.
This is kind of weird.
And very weird.
Yeah.
And why wasn't Jack allowed to play saxophone until he was 13? Bert, a saxophonist himself, said that he couldn't remember exactly, though was happy to speculate. And I quote Bert here. I have a bias against saxophone because some kids take it up because it's shiny and sexy looking. Saxophone should be an acquired taste, something you get into after bar mitzvah age.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know that... okay, I'm going to botch this, but I read a book once.
Botch it like so.
That talked about how the saxophone, when it kind of became, or when it was becoming a popular instrument, churches actually tried to ban it and get rid of it because they said it was like the devil's instrument because it was so sexy looking and like the sound was so evocative.
I love it.
I can't like actually quote a source on that. If we find it, great. But like, yeah, that's
pretty wild,
so
though.
to Bert's point, I assume like that was
So
greater thing with the
that's like a
sax.
sentiment that's been carried through the centuries.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's weird how like I wonder if they did live porn back then.
To saxophone.
To saxophone.
To
Because
saxophone
no, it's like
music.
live porn where like you
Fucking
get everybody in a
sax,
room
right.
and people fuck and then you have a saxophone player and then that's how porn music started.
Yeah. And then he fucks his
Maybe
saxophone.
because like maybe okay, so let's put ourselves in like the teens and 20s, right? When film was coming out,
Okay.
and they're going like, so you know when we have these orgies and we have everybody watching and there's a saxophone, what if we just filmed it and just put a saxophone in too? Dude, history.
They don't teach you that.
We need
film
footnotes. We need
history.
footnotes
It's
there.
one to- yeah.
And then Jerry Seinfeld really just dried it out.
Dried it out.
The way you drop that, and you're just like, oh wait.
What?
My delivery's done here.
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty
guys.
wild. Though. Not for the
Performance
faint-hearted.
artist over here.
Saxophone. Not for the faint-hearted. Either is this podcast today. I'm sorry.
Seriously, man. This is for adult ears only and eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, we should get some sex.
Some sex?
Ooh.
Some sex.
Yeah.
Some sex
sex?
to sex. Yeah,
Some
yeah.
sex? Some sex. We are not even close to being done through any of this stuff. We have a lot of stuff to get to. And among the notable, I want to go back to a age where Jack was telling somewhat of a story that he doesn't end up finishing. But can serve as a segue into something else that we can learn about Vulf.
Excited.
Interesting.
This is a cool episode.
Isn't it?
This
is fun.
This is a whole history lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really, like,
History
seriously, the
of-
fact that you sent me all of that this week has completely changed what the show is
That's crazy.
this week. So
I love it.
thank you, Aidan,
Yes.
even though you suck. So this is Jack back in 2015 playing live. I don't know where this is, but he let's let him start it.
So this is where our story begins. Yeah, it's my bedroom. And it's a mess, but it's where our story begins. I was reading a tape op with Reinhold Mack.
He's the Queen producer, by the way.
What song is this? Or what
This is
song does
Hero
this become?
Town.
Okay. Was Hero Town released at the time of this recording?
I don't believe
the
so.
track that Reinhold Mack mixed and produced.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. Mr. Blue Sky.
That's
There
right.
it is. And I thought, what if he had a rhythm section like Motown? And thus, take that again.
This is why Jack doesn't sing on anything.
Trying to get that sharp,
right, so he doesn't finish anything else. He just keeps playing the song.
Keeps playing, and that's it.
So
you just
I was able to find the tape op interview.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Whoa.
I have more.
This guy, dude.
Tape op is a editorial. Is a music editorial page.
He must work for CIA, dude. This fucking guy.
So what I was able
Wait until we get bumped for the guy who works for the CIA who's feeding all this. No.
Oh man. So basically, like the best way I can explain this is like what I was able to find in the Vulfpeck Ultimate Guide, which has alluded to the Reinhold Mack interview, is that basically he read this, and then started Vulf.
It read that
He read this
article. Whoa.
And then started Vulf.
Does that
You're holding the conception.
I'm holding the conception.
sync? Do you mind? Or if you have more to read, sorry. Does this?
It's all highlighted.
Does this sync up with the Red Bull interview timeline?
I don't have definitive answers. If you wouldn't mind recording.
Oh,
All right, where were we, guys? Remind me where we were, because we had to stop for technical bullshit.
So the idea is that the Jack started Vulf after reading this article.
This article that I'm holding in my hands right now.
And that it may or may not also like so this is probably, do you think that it started Vulf in a sense where he read this article after they did that one-off session that we were talking about earlier, or if that like even comes into the timeline here, or what's going on?
This was published in the January-February issue of 2011. So
this was post-college.
Post-college. He founded Vulf Records in 2008. So I do want to say that. So Vulf Records was in existence
Okay.
for 3 years at the time. But
Yeah.
interesting.
according to what I've read, this is a kind of a catalyst for him to start becoming a music engineer / producer.
Right, okay.
Because 2011 is where Meatpeck starts.
Oh, is that the first
That's
Vulf?
the first EP release.
Okay.
Right.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you feel like you want to start a band right now? You're holding the article.
Whoa.
Aidan?
That's a great question.
Do you feel it, man?
Dude,
yeah.
the thing is, I don't want to start a band. I want to start a fucking revolution.
Ooh.
Okay? Now, here's the thing. Now, Jack is my Reinhold Mack.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. Because, to be honest, Jack has sparked something in me that I didn't even know existed. Okay? Because, I've always thought, I'm creative. I play guitar. I play bass. I can play music. I can write songs and stuff.
Can edit video.
And I can edit videos. I work in media and stuff like that. I'm a guy with a head on my shoulders when it comes to creation.
Move files.
Right. But ever since I got out of college, I went to college for film and media, and got a job in media. I stopped really producing a lot of music, and in high school I was in a reggae band and called Del Sol.
Good too.
Del
Really
Sol.
good.
We were all right.
I enjoyed them.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Big fan.
I gotta hear some of this.
We're
I still listen sometimes.
An
I got a
all-white
couple
band,
recordings.
with a Spanish name,
That's pretty cool.
Del Sol. I got a tattoo of
I'm
it.
so happy it's not Del So, dude. Fuck
Del
Dr.
So.
dude.
Come full circle, yeah. Now that's funny.
Relentless.
That's funny. That
was good.
But
Love you,
I'm
Doctor.
glad that you asked that, though. Do you want to start a band? Because I do.
Nice.
But Jack has ignited something in me that Reinhold Mack in this interview ignited in him. Was that I always knew that I'd be a part of something big or part of something that would be influential in something. Not necessarily I'd be the thing that was influential, but be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I found that when I first found Jack Stratton and what he was about, I really was like, fuck, I'm not going to be him. I'm not going to try to copy him. But whatever the scaffolding that he has in place to get whatever he needs to get done is very, very infectious to me. And, it led me to start this podcast, really, as kind of like a first step into getting back into being creative. Because, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a really embarrassing video of myself. Basically, in 2008, when Vulf Records started, my mom bought an iMac. I convinced my mom to buy an iMac with iMovie on it so that I could edit videos.
Nice.
Now, I didn't have any footage, so I shot myself
in the foot.
And I will be vulnerable with you guys and show it to you.
Wow.
Sweet.
This is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So
this is really getting into the weeds. This is wild.
this is getting really into the weeds. I didn't prep this.
We're on the rocks now, baby.
Let's do this.
Oh.
So this video has 710,000 views.
Really?
Yes.
What?
And it's very embarrassing. And you guys get to all watch it with
I love
us.
it. As well as...
I might get content.
Totally
taken
gonna get
down.
content.
I might get content down, so I'll mute it. But it's basically a song called "Rich Girls" by the Virgins. You can listen to it. It's a great song. So
great album.
this is me in my mom's computer room editing footage that I shot myself. That I just put the camera on the shelf and on the desks, and I think my mom was holding it right there in that one. But it doesn't make any sense. I just wanted to start editing. I just wanted to edit. And doesn't this remind you of Vulf? Like in terms of like the style and just the brashness and just the like, I don't care, I just want to do it. This is the same year Meatpeck was recorded.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I know. And look at this spotlight. Look at that. It's like a fucking music video. Look at that.
Love it.
It's funny because I went through a portion where I was like very embarrassed about this, but I'm not now.
You shouldn't be.
I'm not.
Yeah.
This killed when it came out, dude.
It fucking killed.
This was like,
I mean,
in
the
old
comments
YouTube?
aren't very nice.
Yeah, but
It's like Aidan was commenting on everybody's fucking
at the
thing.
same time, there were no avenues otherwise to watch this music video, right? Like you were the.
There wasn't a music video.
You were
for
the
this
music
song.
video.
I
for
was
this
the music
song.
video for the song.
And people ate that up.
Right.
And at least in like, I mean, in our circles, this was the coolest thing coming out. Like just in like the local kind of like the fact that you had done this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my God. We all loved this.
Oh,
Dude.
dude, thank
Everyone
you.
who was like growing up with you, like, yeah, in like the high school sort of circuit, this thing killed.
Dude,
This
thank
was
you.
a huge hit.
I'm gonna
So-
say I hated it back in the day. It's cool now.
Yeah,
but-
Aidan was a little bit of a detractor, and
When you were on the East Coast doing whatever
Yeah.
your East Coast ass does.
Watch this thing. I'm like, who's this guy with long hair,
And he
dude?
ends up being
should we
your
find
boss
his
later.
comment? No. Anyways,
Did you even know I had hair like this?
No idea.
Yeah.
No clue. That's wild.
And there's my brother.
Oh,
with a little
Damn,
that's
little,
amazing.
Little cameo.
before he went to prison. Yeah.
Next episode.
Next episode for that one. But so what's interesting is that interesting parallel how this was done in 2008. And I have a lot more embarrassing ones on there too. There's like 20 of them I did. I just really
There's a
loved
style.
editing. I
There's a
really
style.
loved it.
And
Yeah.
you're ahead of your time. YouTube came out in like 2006, 7. You know, like you're right
Yeah.
at the
well, I
beginning.
mean, you
of it.
had,
And what's weird is that the 700,000 views, I was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
That literally happened within a year
Yeah.
of that coming out. And it hasn't grown since because the Virgins aren't popular anymore.
Yeah.
It's true.
But-
Most popular, coolest band of 2008.
But it was a first taste into going, wow, I can actually make something that gets engagement.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that
big.
was the start of me thinking, wait, when your parents say you're special or whatever,
Yeah.
my parents never really said that, but I believed it in
That's good.
myself.
Yeah.
I didn't need anybody to. I mean, they probably did. You're special, whatever. But you don't take that and go, I'm fucking special. I knew there was something in me that I hadn't found yet that I would find, and I still haven't really unearthed all of it yet. But in seeing Jack do what he does, and seeing in such a basic, almost a 10-year time frame, he's gotten 4 EPs and 4 complete albums.
Yeah,
So a complete 8 huge pieces of work done, out, and recorded.
It's crazy.
And all of them have hits on it. All of them, at their shows, they play basically a song from every one of those releases. So it's like out of the gate, from the start, this guy is just fucking prolific, right? And now I found that I have that in me too, but I am so far removed from even practicing. It's like you've been a football player, but you just never went to practice, or you used to play and then you get back at it after a few years and like, wow, I suck. You know what I mean? And then trying to get back up into a new plateau of potential, and then even eclipsing that, and then even eclipsing that. And right now, I'm still on the first plateau. You know, we still got to work through it. We have to go through the pre-Meatpeck years, for lack of a better term.
Right.
You know?
What was Jack's Rich Girl? Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So, this Reinhold Mack interview, which has strong parallels to how we see Jack. So in this, the first line is a quote from Reinhold Mack. "I did everything against the grain and in spite of people's opinions."
Good.
Jack Stratton.
Love it.
Right. So here's a question: your work is sonically influential, yet it's impossible to find out information about you. Why are you the invisible man? And he says, no reason. It's probably because I'm not an extrovert. If you think you can handle your tools, you should just do so and do the best you can. Tap dancing is usually a sign of insecurity to me, which means like, flaunting, right?
Right.
Either you know what you're doing or you're using a cover, right? So that's kind of like double down on who you are, right? Double down on what you're good at, and don't give a shit about what anybody thinks about it, because they're going to forget about you in 5 minutes. Period. Even if how many concerts have you been to that you really remember? You remember moments of them. You maybe there was something that happened that you're like, I don't really like that, but you fucking forget about it, and you don't. And and we're our own worst enemy. Like I said, the show is stupid. It's not. I'm just saying that to myself so that I work harder at it to make it not what I. You know what I mean? So it's that internal drive that is present here in this article. Also, there's some background info on Reinhold Mack, that kind of how he started in the studio business. And it's basically like he had to go in the army because he's a German, and if you don't enroll in college, you get enrolled in the army. You're drafted. And so he didn't go to college, so he got drafted in the army. Came out. His parents were music instrument salespeople, so they had amps and guitars and saxophones and all that stuff. And he started practicing again out of the war, or before the war. And then when he came back from the war, his mom sold all of his stuff, so he had to start from zero. Damn. And he still became Queen's engineer, and for REO Speedwagon. Like, he's a huge music producer. He's the guy behind Another One Bites the Dust. And the guy came from fucking nothing, even though it's the same parallel where, like, I was kind of in the shit in 2008. I was making stuff. I was being creative. I was making music. I was making videos.
Right.
And then you go to college, and then you get the adult brain of like, I have bills. I have a job. I have to do stuff now. Yeah. And then you don't really have the time to explore anymore. The time that you had when you get out of school and you had nothing to do, because either you did all your homework or you just don't do it.
And yet you have the most knowledge of the craft of exploring.
Right. So, like, I know there's something within me to do that. I just don't have the chops because I haven't been practicing.
You haven't been practicing.
So, like, along with Reinhold Mack and Jack Stratton, there's probably a lot of parallels. I'm not saying I'm any Jack Stratton. I'm just saying in 10 years I better be.
I have a few questions for you.
What's up?
A lot to unpack.
Yeah.
The first question is, did you think about, just going back to the music video that you did,
right? With
700,000 views, if in case you guys don't know.
710.
710.
Yeah. 710.
The band, I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm almost positive has seen that video, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. Which is, did you ever think about that? Like,
I definitely thought about that. A lot of shit went through my mind. Like, my parents shared the shit out of that video.
Yeah.
My son got 700,000 views. Well, I'm like, Mom, stop fucking trying. I have long hair and I look like an idiot. What the fuck? I'm just trying to practice editing, and it just happened to have 700,000 views on it.
Yeah. That's
so, crazy. Yeah.
It's cool. Like, you made an impact directly. Like it's cool that, because YouTube had just kind of started and you filmed some bullshit according to you, but you put it together, right, and it made such a wide impact that the band, for sure, it has 1 million views.
Most definitely. Like,
so now, that's wild.
Back then, it's a little bit hazy, but there is another band that's similar to this band that I somehow got in touch with. They're called Cha Cha out of the UK.
Okay.
And they're not together anymore. But somehow they either saw that video and hit me up, or I started listening to them and hit them up. But somehow I got in an email chain with their audio engineer, and somehow got them to send me for free their album signed. So
That's cool.
that video got me a
very
cool
cool.
album from the UK that
That's
people I've
amazing.
never met, and
Yeah.
a CD that I still use and play in my car all the time.
Yeah.
That video gave me.
That's amazing.
So it's like, I'd be stupid not to keep doing this stuff, and and it's like, find what you love and do the shit out of it, and try to do it as right as you can.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
and
One more question
Yeah.
for you.
No.
Actually, it's not. It's more of a statement, but
I yield the floor.
you mentioned like at concerts you don't really remember the whole thing. I want to contradict that because I went to this Del Sol concert and I remembered just
Yes, yo.
it felt like going to a dentist.
All right, we got one more dive
Sorry, guys.
into Jack land for this part of the episode. One more dive. Now, this is something I did not know existed. It was a gold mine of exactly what we're talking about right fucking now. I have a video from 11 years ago. Now, actually, this one's from 11 years ago, but you don't see Jack in it. But let me show you Jack building a groove. This is from 2008.
Wow.
Same year.
Yes.
That's him?
This is Jack Stratton
Whoa.
in his Cleveland Heights basement.
Basic guitar, nothing to write home about here.
Looks
Oh, yeah.
nothing like
Little beef
our
in that
Jack.
minor.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is before everything.
Oh yeah.
See, he's prolific even at this age.
You're probably
yeah.
wondering where this is going, and we're going to funk.
We're going to funk.
We go to zero.
This is crazy. This is a Vulfpeck show now.
Just a few
Right.
Just like
seconds there.
upscaled, you know?
Right. I don't know why he doesn't open his sets with this.
Gotta move quick. And
Just the way that he's talking to the audience, running around.
we're there, just like that. We're moving.
We're doing it. This is literally a Conscious Cup podcast.
We have some drums. Come on. I like that. Come on.
He's so talented, man. It's crazy.
Sick.
Same year I did the Rich Girls video.
Oh, wow.
Same year. And he's going by DJ Paradiddle at this point, by the way.
Great name.
So how'd you find this? Or is that part of this story?
So, it's in the Vulfpeck guide.
Oh.
So, but not all 4 videos that I found. It's only linked. One of them is linked, and it's this video in the Vulfpeck guide. But
He's going nuts. I love
he's
it.
going fucking nuts. He's harnessing his inner Jack.
You can tell he's fully entertained by himself too.
Right.
Like there's a self-love there that you just don't find with most people. It's,
Right.
It's super. It's interesting.
It's the I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even though, like, yeah, like it doesn't. People don't even have to be there for you to not give a fuck.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Vocode him with my mouth.
But it's really interesting to see, like the early pre, like this is before the seed was planted in the soil.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So we have those long tones. We have the long
Like he doesn't at this point. He has no clue that he will be at Madison Square Garden in 2019.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You know.
He just loves it. You know what I mean? Like truly.
And the most amazing thing is what he will do at Madison Square Garden is this.
Yep.
That's exactly this.
Yep. Yep.
I love it.
That was deep. Okay, so we got a nice little rhythm section.
And then let's make a big jump. Now I want to round this out.
Very
Maybe I can show you Chicken Shoop too. Here's Chicken Shoop.
Same time. What's
2008.
Who's this?
Corey Wongified. Before Corey Wong. Look at this. The green screen band.
Yeah.
No green screen, just cut. in his like lounge pants. You know. That's almost like the breakdown in Daddy Got a Tesla. It's just slower, you know. But let's skip ahead to a point in their life where they had it made, and we're gonna round this out with some musical influences from the Late Show, when they were on the Late Show. So we're gonna skip to 10 or so plus years ahead, where they made it on broadcast television.
We're Vulfpeck. Is that how you say it?
Some people think our name means Vulfpeck. They're close, but it actually means Vulfpeck, which is to say a tiny kiss from a wolf. I think it's German. Our biggest influences, probably Stuff, Muscle Shoals, The Swampers, Mother, Father, Sister, Brother.
The Swampers.
Captain Crunch, Raisin Mini Wheats.
That's a song on their new Fearless album.
Bran.
No, that's cereals. Those are cereals.
Here's something funny about us. We all have funny nicknames.
Our goal as a band is to get the crowd moving and to inspire them with the passion we have for music and rhythm.
We're also running a Ponzi scheme.
Yes.
Just completed Series A financing for the first ever Ponzi scheme startup, Ponzi.io. We believe Ponzi schemes should be simple and fun and available to anyone with a checking account, not just New York's financial elite.
And that's who with Vulfpeck on the Late Show. Interesting stuff.
That's a great clip.
So to round out this first segment, this is the first segment, guys. We still got 2, 3, 4 more segments.
This could
left
be
in
like
the
a
podcast.
two-parter. This episode.
It could be.
Yeah.
We could take next week off and I could just post 2 podcasts, split it up.
It's 2-parter.
Let's switch shirts. All right, you guys have the rundowns in front of you.
Yep.
We've gone through the first segment. We've gone through it. Now we could check the pack, or we could just fuck the pack and move on to funny funk, but actually no. I prep stuff. We're going in to checking the pack.
We're doing it all.
So this is what we're doing. So I want to start it off with a little bit of Corey Wong. So there is new Corey stuff coming out soon, and we got a glimpse of a little Nate Smith. A little bit of Nate Smith in here. Let's bring it up.
A little bit of Nate Smith in my life.
Here we go. Corey Wong's Insta. Stoked. Great stuff. Not only did that happen this week, but also Corey played with a guy named Charlie Hunter, which if you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys know Charlie Hunter, but you guys, he is a very well renowned guitarist who is known for playing 7 and 8 string guitars.
Whoa.
He plays the bass line with his thumb and also the guitar parts with the rest of his fucking fingers. He's that fucking good.
Damn.
And Corey did an hour and a half little sit down with him, where a few people got to witness the show. And there's a part here. I think it's this clip, 30 minutes in. I'm so glad Corey recorded this set, but it's at exactly 30 minutes they start a song here. God,
This guy did his homework.
yeah, no, I fucking spent all day on this shit. Hold on a second.
And it's just like, that's okay.
All right.
It's okay, but it's not. No, but it's not actually good. Because you can do that, and it's wobbly, and it's messed up, and it's all over the place, as opposed to just doing like, to me, what's infinitely more fulfilling is essentially what you're doing, but with some type of harmonic structure. So me, instead of doing that, it's much more fulfilling just like...
They go into a jam here, which I thought was fucking legit.
Know what I mean? Yeah, I do.
I love getting to live vicariously through Corey's enthusiasm on everything that he does.
Ooh.
And that's about as fast
It's getting layered, folks.
Yeah, let's get it out.
We got the sampling keyboard from Casio from 1987, the same year Jack Stratton was born.
Wow.
It is the Casio SK200 I'm working on right now. And it comes full circle. I didn't even know that fucking...
That's crazy.
1987.
Yeah.
Same year. This is the Jack Stratton sampling keyboard.
This is the Jack Stratton. Are we naming this Jack Stratton?
This is Jack Stratton.
This is.
Not that my opinion counts for anything, but this rhythm guitarist right here is my favorite part of Vulfpeck.
This is crazy. Your opinion counts, man. You're not fucking Dr. So.
I don't really groove off camera, so I'm not sure how I'm supposed to groove on camera.
Dude, I'm constantly grooving.
You got
Archive in.
my friend taught me this dance. Do it to any song ever.
Yeah, I do that too.
You reverse it.
Oh, guys. Okay, and also too.
I got this.
Yeah.
During this this wonderful little show that they were giving,
Yeah.
Corey gives some really good words of wisdom, and it has a lot to do with ego and letting it go for the sake of the music. And I think he has to write out his thoughts here, so bear with us. But he gets through it.
When Charlie and I are playing together, I don't feel an ounce of competition, and I don't feel an ounce of ego from myself or him. And I think it's obvious for him and myself. Like I don't have anything to prove, and I know that he doesn't either. It's just like, let's come together and play. And a lot of times you will find yourself in a situation where that might come up within you, where it's like, oh, I need to cut this dude down. It's like, really? Or like, we've all been at those jam sessions where it's like, yo man, let me up there, let me in. It's like, bro, we're hanging out, having fun. We're like making music together, And I think part of the reason why...
Cocktail, D-flat.
Yeah. Part of the reason why there isn't that competition, there isn't that ego between us, is because both of us, I'm going to speak for us, that we have both spent so much time developing a unique voice and a unique thing that we do. And I know for myself, I find comfort in what I do and my voice. The only thing I'm competing with is my focus and my ability to stay present in the moment, and the execution of being able to best represent what it is that I want to say with my voice. So I think, as many of you as artists, my favorite way to think about it is that if you want to be the best guitar player in the world, or drummer or bass player in the world, good luck. I don't really know how to measure that. It's like, are you the best bass player in the world? Well, have you heard of Richard Bona? Have you heard of Jocko? Have you heard of Victor? There's so many amazing people out there that's like, I don't know, who's better between all of them? It's all subjective. But the one thing that I know for sure, whether Charlie Hunter is the greatest guitar player in the world or not, he is the greatest Charlie Hunter in the world. And nobody in the world is going to be better than him at that.
So...
That's a great way to put it.
And for me, sorry to all the other Charlie Hunters in the world.
One guy who's an artist, he's really good too.
Sick. But the sentiment
You proved me wrong.
is nobody in the world is going to be better than you at being you, at what you do, if that's the voice and the thing that you're having. Because we all, no matter what skill level you're at, like you have a voice, and what you play and what you say matters if you have a message with it.
So I didn't want to cut in anywhere there, but I was just telling Aidan, out of all of Vulfpeck, Corey is what I respond to the most. And he just put into words why I've admired him so much over the last year and watching him come into his own and stuff. And like every time we talk about him on this show, you know, but all of that is because that philosophy that he was able to just kind of lay out there. I really respond to that, and I think that was amazing sentiment.
Oh my God, yeah! Like it's not only just that; it's you can tell that everybody in Vulfpeck or the people or Vulf adjacent, operates under that mindset.
Yeah, totally.
You
I
know?
just absolutely. I admire that. I suppose that like Corey is branded that way and is branded himself that way in a sense,
right?
Which is it's just Because
like the parts where he's like, I don't do drugs, or like there, I forgot.
I don't know if I've seen that.
I forgot what it is, but it's like I don't need drugs to keep me up. I use the power of music.
Yeah,
and he's just
I think I've seen that.
It's just like I love him.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Like, the fact that like he just has a LaCroix under his seat instead of a beer. You know, it's like that's the Wong we know.
That's
you know?
funny. Yeah,
and he could do no Wong. All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
What do we got?
That was wild.
Wasn't it? That was
great. That was a great
speech.
Like that speech will resonate with me for a while.
I was just skimming through the video and I came across it. I'm like, in the podcast.
It translates with every type of art or any type of expression ever too. It's not just music. It's literally like find your voice and stick to it because it's your voice. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah.
So
and that's really the way to sort of like progress mediums of art too. It's like it's only done through individual voices speaking to each other. The way that they're jamming with each other.
Exactly.
Like
because like if you're gonna be that guy or that aggressive,
right?
You're not friends. You know, it's a competition of like I have something to prove. Where it's like Corey and Charlie don't have anything to prove.
Right. No, they have their voice that they've honed. And the question is like if you are that if you have that other sentiment, like I don't know what game you're in.
Right. Yeah. What angle do you have?
Like what? Yeah.
I think that's human nature though. Like ego, those things bubble up, and I think he's saying like.
Yeah,
like it's at the cost of the art. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
So when you do get competitive, when ego, because that happens in everything. You want to be the best. You want to do this. Right. And then, but he is kind of this is what I got out of it. What he kind of learned is that to be the best and to collaborate with these people, you need to just be confident and not fucking like let those things.
Right.
You know, surface at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
because they will. You know, like subconsciously.
Yeah,
you know, he's like, oh, I feel it coming up. Oh, I'm gonna shine. You know, it's like the restraint that you need
is what makes the best music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or any art.
Because like a lot of the times when like I know when I'm like trying to cover something, I always play more notes than what is recorded.
Yeah.
And I'm always going like, oh, I don't need to play as much to sound good. I just need to play it right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
or play it as it is for you.
Right.
To your point about Vulfpeck basically like having that sentiment around them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you totally see that in the way where they all play together on their own projects, the way that you're seeing certain, like every album release, it's like how much Hill Climber was, you know, theocentric, how much, you know, the fact that you got Running Away on Mr. Finish Line, you know, the Corey influence on you know, Furious Flyers 2 and stuff like that. It's like being the band allowing themselves the ability to branch off and explore, and then also the way that like we're getting new Corey. Right. So it's like we get to, you know, in the way that whole, it's a whole ecosystem that it all flourishes around together with the branching fan bases and whatnot. It's amazing. And it is truly, I believe, like, yeah, it's a result of that sentiment for sure. But it's still like just super honed, and also, you know, there's, you know, some master plan.
That's a great take on it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Quick thing.
Let's change batteries.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Great thought, Daniel.
Thank you.
Love that.
This fucking guy.
Guys, okay. So another thing on the pack, it was a post that came up this week, which spurred when I first saw it. I'm like, yes, we have stuff to talk about for this week.
Oh yeah.
Not let alone all the stuff we've already talked about. Isn't that crazy? And that's all because of Aidan. So thank you. Thank you for making this episode more than it could have been.
Thank you, Indy, for doing your due diligence, man.
Thank you.
You painted.
I paved.
You paved the road to a painted, beautiful picture.
Wow. Wow.
Look at that.
That's alliteration right there. A lot of P's.
Yeah.
Painted, beautiful picture.
Paved the road to a painted, beautiful picture.
You need a pop filter.
Yeah, he does.
Look at those spikes on the dog. Jeez.
Would you like a little? I don't.
No, it's all good. I'll drop my P's.
All right. Well, this week in the pack, there was a great post from pack member Gabe. So, just similar to a la along the same lines as Fuck, Marry, Kill, is the Vulf albums Keep, Sell, and Burn.
Ooh.
So I know Aidan, you might not be well versed in all their albums, but
I'll make opinions.
by the way, Daniel gave me this for my birthday, and I love him
birthday.
so much for that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I didn't get you a gift, but I thought about it.
That's good.
You actually gave us.
It's a joint gift from Aidan and I.
That's from both of us.
Yeah, it's from this episode. Yeah,
I picked it out.
Yeah, you didn't.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, did you?
No.
You wouldn't fucking do that, dude. You're the layman over here. You wouldn't fucking know Mr. Finish Line and bit you in the ass.
I don't know shit for shit, dude. I didn't even say happy birthday. I did.
You did. You called me.
Yeah.
You called me.
Yeah.
Not many people call these days.
I'm a decent
I
friend.
didn't call.
Yeah.
I didn't call.
But you got him a gift.
Yeah.
Gifts are better.
He evens out.
than a
Yeah.
call.
Daniel doesn't need to call me. He's on the podcast too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You guys grew up together.
Yeah.
It's different.
I was watching. I was like View 2 on Rich Girl. Just saying.
Shit, dude.
It's wild.
Crazy. Little did you know that the record you gave me last night would be a desktop for this next segment.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm going to put these down, and I'm going to ask...
Oh, damn, you're so prepared.
I'm going to ask one of you to film it, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Would you mind, Aidan?
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I don't have a camera set up already, like...
I got you, brother. All
like
right.
in episode 6 or whatever.
Just say when.
Dude, when, bro? All right, so...
There we go.
So we have Keep, Sell, Burn. Now I want to make a slight edit on this, and I want it to call Keep, Sell, Burn Frame? Question mark?
Okay.
Because there's 4 albums.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave an album out.
Okay.
So we have Thrill the Arts.
Yep.
In order. We got not in order. Beautiful Game. We got Mr. Finish Line, and we got Hill Climber. So Daniel.
Yep.
Keep, Sell, Burn, Frame.
All right. I want to say, first off, Pac member Gabe. I don't know if that's a Steven Universe character, but I'm looking at that character and I'm like angry because I disagree. I disagree with the initial Keep, Sell, Burn with this. Now this one's tough. I'm gonna go ahead and
what do we do, Daniel?
I'm gonna keep The Beautiful Game. That is my favorite album.
Beautiful
by
Game,
Vulfpeck.
not Frame it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
If I were stuck listening to one
we have Keep.
Vulfpeck album,
okay,
it would be The Beautiful Game.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I hate this.
What do you sell?
What do I sell? I will.
We got it. We almost got him here.
Oh. All right. I am going to sell
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thrill the Arts.
Wow. Sell the... Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
What it comes down to is value. Thinking like, I don't know. I feel
it's
like
their first foray into an album.
Thrill of the Arts is probably a more expensive, a sell. I can get more money for that one.
Okay.
I don't know if I could, but that's my reasoning there, is that it's a bit more rare of an album to get.
So if you were like,
for
$50 short on rent.
Yeah, exactly. I would sell Thrill of the Arts. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Burn and Frame.
All right.
Burn.
Yeah. So
I knew it. I knew fucking Hill Climber.
And I hate that I had to do this.
And then obviously,
and I'm gonna frame Mr. Finish Line because it's the great way to show off your love for Vulf. It's just the perfect shot for that.
You're right.
And then you listen to The Beautiful Game, and like, to be honest, I feel bad burning Hill Climber. I like Hill Climber a lot, but there's 3 pressings of that thing out. Enough to go around.
He's saturating the market with
exactly
wax. right?
Yeah, and
That's a good point.
Thrill the Arts. I can just probably just
Supply
get
and
a little bit
demand
more
alone.
It's supply and demand. I mean, honestly, for me, this competition is between the Mr. Finish Line and
as Jack would want
game.
it. If it comes down to supply and demand, he's here to sell your products.
So,
all right, let's
right.
regroup. Let's regroup
this.
And all right, so I will keep the beautiful game.
Okay. Yeah.
No. I didn't put the EPs on here intentionally.
Yeah.
I didn't want us to get too caught up.
You couldn't.
I'm gonna keep Thrill the Arts.
Really?
Yeah. Welcome to Vulf Records. I jump rope to that song.
Really?
And it's fucking great.
Amazing. I have a feeling a lot of the fan base would agree with you.
Yeah. By the way, Aidan, you don't need to film us. You can film this. So I know I didn't stipulate that, but I mean you could do both. You know what I mean? He just fucking goes into it. Okay, so I would sell
Sell Hill Climber.
Sell Hill Climber. Supply and demand.
What the
I would now am I burn?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to get rid of one of these.
Let me see what tracks are on here. Birds of a Feather, Tea Time. Fuck,
this is crazy to me.
Burn your birthday gift, dude.
I know. Yeah, this is a weird place to be right now.
Because I really want to frame.
It's really awkward. You just want to frame.
I just love. It's just a great picture to frame.
It's crazy. So album artwork alone is what because my frame was kind of on album artwork.
Okay,
alone,
if I'm going for, you're right. I'm gonna keep Beautiful Game.
So you're gonna listen to Beautiful Game.
I'm gonna sell Thrill the Arts.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn Hill Climber.
Okay.
And I'm gonna frame Mr. Finish Line. We have the same. We have the same
exact. Hey.
That's how we're gonna do it.
All right.
That's interesting because I was literally basing my entire thing off of framing
this. Just
which was
picture.
a bad thing. If we take a lesson from Corey Wong,
I'm happy you didn't burn Mr. Finish Line. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Finish Line.
I know, and the fact that it was a gift, I couldn't burn it. I could not burn it, but I did.
Had it not have been a gift, what would you have done?
Oh, burn. Okay. I'm just kidding. No, but it's interesting because I don't listen to this album much to be honest. But fucking A, man, Tea Time,
it's
Running
good.
Away, Hero Town, Business Casual.
Yeah.
Oh,
do people not like Birds of a Feather?
It's an acquired taste. It's an acquired taste.
If you were to spin that and it comes on first, it is, I don't know. It does something for me.
Hey, and that's all it needs to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a great segment of keep, sell, burn, frame.
And what do you got? What would you do?
Burn them all.
Thanks for filming that segment. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Burn them all, says Aidan, along with Dr. So. Put Dr. So at the stake and then put all the albums around it as kindling.
Let them burn.
Let them fucking burn.
So would be very confused.
I would frame the latest one, the album that has the graphic
Hill
design.
Climber? That's a great design.
Yeah. I would frame that.
I wanted to frame that too. I was looking at that. And I was like, but I just couldn't be evil to Finish Line or Beautiful Game.
Yeah,
right.
But I might have a bias because that's when that's like I wasn't into Vulf when they were releasing those EPs. Vulf to me is the Beautiful Game and Mr. Finish Line. Those are my early memories of and being very fond of Vulf.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's tough.
Yeah. If my house gets below 68 degrees, they're all getting burned.
Anyway. All right, guys. You guys ready for Funny Funk? We're going to go into another fucking segment.
All right.
Fucking beast of a podcast, but this is what we do. We persevere. We fucking take Corey Wong's advice, and we just get through it sweating.
Be us.
We're sweating, but we're fucking doing it.
But we're the best versions.
Is that what he was talking about?
I don't know.
It's like just sweat it out.
I just know that he's, he's on stage with sweat.
I get you.
I just wanted to harness my own Corey energy.
Yeah,
and that's what.
I'm not against it.
That's what came out.
I'm not against it.
All right, so we're on Funny Funk. So we got the Corey fly. So fun fact: Corey Wong swallows roughly 5 flies every show. And what I found, this post itself wasn't necessarily funny, but the comments around it were hilarious.
Okay,
That's kind of funny though.
So, Corey Wong swallows 5 flies for every show, and you can guess why, because this is what he looks like every show.
Oh, I see.
But the comments, these little guys are fearless. Counter fun fact: you never said unwillingly. And Alex says that's where the funk comes from. And boy, you need a lot of protein when you jam that hard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and he's an outlier, and should not have been counted.
Well,
I don't get that last one there.
I'm just glad the pack came in and salvaged that. I'm just kidding.
That shit post.
I'm just kidding.
I think that last one was a bad attempt at a joke.
Really?
The outlier thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's whatever.
He's an outlier and should not have been counted. Like, it's not. There's no grammar. There's no sense.
Let me see. Wait. He's an outlier and should not have been counted.
Doesn't make one sense. And they got 1 like. Did Molly like her own post?
Probably.
Well, it looks like you didn't. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
I'm too busy curating a podcast. I don't want to like anything.
No.
No.
I don't know why I said. No,
Yeah.
I just don't
Why
get
did
it.
you, Dan?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at on that.
Let's go to a more funny
That was
part
good.
of Funny Funk.
Give it a solid.
Rocky
7.
start to Funny Funk, but we're gonna get so much deeper. Let's do it. This is when the drummer steals your shine.
Oh no!
Her face.
This is misogyny right here.
Oh, this is.
And he's trying to communicate with her too. That's the funniest part.
Oh no!
He's like, "Oh, did I do it
No,
wrong?"
it was.
That ending right there. Did I do it wrong? Look at his face. Wait. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Ringo Starr just at it. Fucking Ringo.
Oh man. We also got Prince on the $20 bill.
Nice.
That would be sick. I wish they did cool shit with bills.
Yeah, right?
I just have old
That is cool.
Yeah.
white presidents.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get some like commemorative bills with like dope. I love
Dude,
those.
imagine like every year
It's a
they did
great
like the way they did the quarters with the states. They did like a seasonal bill for each. I mean, it would be hard to probably track everything in terms of like actual like ledger and whatever federal bullshit, but it would be so sick of it. Like imagine like 2020 Prince bill.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
That'd be sweet.
So Prince just over encompasses Tubman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just cuts the line there.
Tubbs was supposed to be on this.
Right,
and then
right.
She gets fucking
I almost
Underground
I
Railroaded.
almost said fuck Tubman, but Tubman's cool. Fuck Jackson. That's the
Yeah,
name
yeah,
he's on.
Fuck Jackson.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
jackass.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that fool. Little caption here says they should put Prince on the $20 bill and call it the 1999, the bill formerly known as 20.
I love this.
That's great.
Damn.
Great. This is great. Just great stuff this week. And to ring out Funny Funk, we got the lick.
Yeah.
Little kid licking
Dude,
his
this kid is
trombone.
going in on his trombone. Oh, round 2.
Damn.
Round 2.
Round fucking 2, yo.
Dude, how many girlfriends does that kid have?
Dude.
Quite
He
a few.
can.
That was awesome.
Dude. Yeah.
The
Let's
lick.
do it again.
Yeah. I want to look at all the friends around.
Dude.
Yeah, okay, the guy behind him's like, whoa.
But
He's like, okay, I'm getting hard.
I think he's used to it. Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah, he's like this fucking guy.
He's doing it again.
yeah,
This fuck.
again, dude.
Oh my god.
The lick, guys.
That's
The
That was-
lick.
That was
Yeah.
sick.
It was something.
And we thought the saxophone was sexy. It's the trombone.
The trombone, yeah,
Trombone, making them fucking licks happen.
yeah,
you know?
dude.
Yeah.
You know, I want to just a little appreciation. We have the Vulf guide in the background of where we're watching all of this media right now, and I'm watching people come in and out of the Vulf guide anonymously, like these Google accounts, just kind of like stepping in,
they're
stepping out.
stepping in and stepping
There have been
out.
people in this Vulf guide the entire time we've been recording this. It's
Wow.
kind of funny.
That is, I did not notice that. That's really cool.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Google
Yeah.
Docs are just, you can see.
Yeah, I mean,
Who's in here
yeah,
now?
I wasn't.
Anonymous armadillo.
I wasn't saying anything groundbreaking, and I'll give you that.
No. I wasn't a jab. I thought it was actually cool.
Leave it to Daniel. Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm sarcastic now when I'm trying to be serious. But I was serious about you, Doctor.
Oh, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Relentless.
So we have one more notable thing that I wanted to show before we get into the creative portion of the show. And it is Animal Spirits done by a 4th and 5th grade steel drum band.
Really?
Great stuff.
This is cool.
I know. They even did the intro.
Written by Vulf. There's no way. This is great.
It's not the strongest narrative. Details aren't imperative. What matters is the way it ends. They've got 16 mutual friends. He's got animal spirits.
Come on,
and
Aidan.
he's got
Heartfelt lyrics.
together and you can't hear it. It's a
Can't
song
hear it.
everyone knows. He's got animal spirits and he's got heartfelt lyrics. Put them together.
Song everyone knows.
Yeah, something like that.
Song everyone knows, except for fucking Aidan over here.
Yeah.
What's the second verse? Astro churn. You're right. He's quick with an apology.
Oh,
He's quick with an apology when he
Good.
Zodiac. But it's got animal spirits.
Come on, Tori.
It's got heartfelt lyrics. Put them together.
They will hear it. Oh no.
Song everyone knows.
Except for Indy.
You're right. I got a show to fucking do and host, motherfucker. Get the fuck off my shit. And when the rise in action rises,
There's only one thing left, and that's the climax.
Doesn't rhyme.
Animal spirit.
And we cut to the drone. They even do the drone part.
Wow.
This is sick. These kids fucking bang, dude.
These teachers know how to make videos. These teachers know how to fucking do it. I wish I had half of these teachers in my life.
Yeah. Supporting the arts, it's crazy, right?
And it gets even better, guys. Wait for it. Here it comes.
Hey.
It's wild.
Unreal.
That was a joy.
Wasn't that just a gem? A
You know,
joy? Yeah.
I found old middle school concert band recordings.
Wasn't like that.
Nothing like that.
That's the
Mr. McGee ain't got nothing.
really
on
the
that.
only way to put it. Yeah.
2 words. Tight butthole.
Yeah. This was great. Wow, that was genuinely like really amazing. Actually,
Yeah,
Just
it was-
everything about it.
Yeah,
Shout out.
you know, you start out going, okay, kids, okay, cool, this is fun, and then you're like, whoa, this is dynamic. Oh, this is changing, and then it just builds and builds and builds. The drone too, and then the singing at the end. It's
Yeah.
just encapsulating. It's great.
It's,
Awesome.
Shout out
Amazing.
that school for,
Whatever school that was. It
supporting
was the Hatch Steel Band, 4th and 5th grade.
Love
that was
it.
great.
It's really
All right.
badass to have a steel drum band in school. I jumped on that given the
That would have
opportunity.
been tight, dude. We just had a fucking...
We just have a lot of
we had an
regrets right now.
We had an orchestra,
We
dude. I played the fucking
What'd you play?
Violin. I played the
You
violin.
played violin?
Yeah, I actually
The Suzuki violin?
No, I wish, dude. I would have fucking still been playing,
You
dude.
think this guy's gonna stand the whole lesson?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand the whole lesson. What the
Dude,
fuck?
I'm not standing for shit, dude. I got kicked out of the first time I ever got kicked out of class. I was 9 years old
Nice.
because I would always forget my violin. And one day, my teacher's like, we had like a loaner violin, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's like my violin now. I don't want to bring a violin to school.
Oh,
every
he
day.
just like sits by himself. All the time.
Yeah,
Loaner?
the loaner violin was like alone, and I'm like, dude, I'll be your friend. And my teacher was like, Aidan, it was like probably like 10 straight days. I just like was like, I'm not gonna bring my own violin to school anymore. I'll just use this one that's here, you know.
Right.
Just beating the system the way I do. And
Yeah.
she's like, Aidan, do you have your violin? And I was like, no. She's like, you have to leave. And I was like, I was a kid, you know, like you get kicked out of class in high school. You're like, whatever.
Go smoke weed all time.
Yeah. And then, but when you're 9, I'm like, I don't even know where to go. Like,
where do we go? Yeah.
So that was like, I was like, fuck the orchestra, and which is sad because it would have been great if like I'd gotten that kind of support. I'm sure it would have been fantastic. But I mean, maybe I was a little.
Yeah, that teacher would have been like, you don't have your
both of you
violin.
tonight.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Aidan.
play a steel pan drum. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That would have been tight. But
Hell yeah.
So I don't think I ever went back after that. Maybe I probably did. But,
Yeah, it was like the second week of school. You had to go 50 more
Go home to
times.
your parents. You're just like, fuck the orchestra, Aidan.
my parents are like, wait, we needed to get you a violin.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Great round out.
I played trumpet.
Yeah.
I did play trumpet,
I was
yeah.
in the band of the year, and that was sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
I heard about that on the Conscious Club podcast.
Yeah. Oh, you did. The fact that I didn't even know that there was a baritone in front of me on the Conscious Club podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And I was second chair, and it shows.
Oh my god. You know, I when I played trumpet, I started out with like my uncle's old horn, which is cornet. And played that for the first year, and then got a trumpet, and then I decided in my last year that it'd be fun to bust out the cornet again. As like, I don't know, just wasn't serious about it.
Yeah.
And music professor pulls me over and he's like, "Don't you ever bring that thing to school again."
You got kicked out. Look at that. Full circle. Yeah, I love the trumpet because of it's so simple. It's
Great
3
instrument.
keys.
Yeah.
And you ever use a fucking plumber head?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get the chicks.
I need to. I need to get back into the trumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fun. I was good at it too. Probably because it was just very simple.
Yeah.
Like
it's
like
also.
You're good at like
instrument.
pursing your lips and
just
get it.
Dr. So. You know, that's what I say.
Oh, guys. All right. Well, we've finally hit that point.
Damn.
In the Conscious Club podcast.
Jack Stratton's coming out.
He's coming out.
Oh.
Do I need to? Should I move?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like invade your space.
Don't you dare,
Totally fine.
dude.
I got tons of
Don't
space
you
back here
dare
actually. Still.
move. This guy, mine.
Guess what? Holy shit.
One sec.
All right, guys. Well, let's fucking get to it. Everybody's
said
waiting.
he was gonna do it.
Everybody's waiting.
Cut it out.
Everybody's waiting. We've gone through 2 32 gig cards.
Yeah.
We're on our last
Gonna be a
16
week.
gig card.
Last leg.
Let's fucking do
All
this.
right.
Let's ring
Sprint
it
to the
out.
finish.
This thing turned off right now, and I have to fucking do all the patterns again. So delete
Where
this
were we?
one. Delete the bass pattern.
We're
Delete
just
the chord
talking about
pattern.
bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit a beat. I'm gonna put in some samples, and we're gonna make a beat, and we're gonna fucking rap till our fucking tits fall off. Okay. I mean,
do my dance.
never mind.
I would love that.
That was a bad idea.
I'm trying to lose weight, so.
Hey, yeah, there we go.
Let's keep
All right, Aidan, let's do the first sample with you. So this sample is like less than a second, so you have to speak into this
0.8 seconds.
and
actually.
say whatever you want to say, but under a second. Okay, and I'll tell you when. Ready? Go.
Yo, Dr. So.
All right, hold on. Let me try. Let's try it one more time. Ready?
Yo, Dr. So.
Yo, Dr. So.
One more time, faster.
Yo, Dr. So.
A little bit slower. No.
Yo, Dr. So. Yo, Dr. So.
Okay, Daniel, let's do you. Whatever you want to say, let's go.
And she's got.
Ah.
And she's got.
Okay, I get number 3. Animal spirits. Let's do this.
You don't have to.
No.
Animal spirits.
Oh boy.
Animal spirits. And she's got animal spirits.
Love it.
Okay, and then let's do a 4th one.
Okay.
Aidan, you do it too. How about this one?
I smoke weed at BuzzFeed.
Smoke weed at BuzzFeed.
A little bit faster. Ready?
I smoke weed at BuzzFeed.
Smoke weed at BuzzFeed.
There we go. All right, so we got our samples. I'm gonna bust over here into the rhythm pattern. This is a Casio SK200 sampling keyboard from 1987, the birth year of Jack Stratton. Let's fucking do it. All right. I gotta fucking erase this chord
rap?
pattern.
I can't. No.
I mean, me
My
neither.
mind doesn't work that fast.
Yeah, mine doesn't either. So
It does. I watched episode, 9 or something?
All right, guys, you guys ready for this shit?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay. So, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's fucking delete it. This is what we do in a Conscious Club podcast. Delete it all, you motherfuckers.
This is how you know it's real.
This is how you know it's real, and we fucking do this shit like
is
it ain't no tomorrow. Okay.
raw.
I gotta harness my energy with this because the tempo is here, and I need to fucking do it right. Okay.
Okay.
1. Fucking shit, man. It was a lot better when I prepped it, when I did the show prep.
We're good.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
There we go.
Oh,
It's going to be a lot better than you think. Don't worry about it. There we go. Okay.
Little ADR. Love it. This is cool. Yeah, Dr. So-So.
Let me delete that real quick. Let's go. Let me delete that again. Here we go.
And she's got
It's cool.
and she's got animal spirit. and she's got animal spirit. and she's got animal spirit. Smoke weed at BuzzFeed. And she's got animal spirit.
Smoke weed at
BuzzFeed. And she's got animal.
Let me delete that one.
This thing's
Oh,
more
it deletes them
intricate.
all? Oh, it deletes all the samples.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we
This
go.
thing's more intricate than I imagined.
I know, right? It's
pretty wild, though.
Okay, here we go.
And she's got
Mm.
and she's got animal spirit. and she's got animal spirit.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
Smoke weed,
It's
smoke
bad.
weed, smoke weed. I don't, for the record.
That's good. It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is what we're gonna round it out with. All right, I'm gonna stop this real quick. Go back to sampling. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Dr. Salto. Sorry.
I wanna hear that. Oh, it's really short. Okay. Anyway, okay. The conscious
This is cool.
club
Took away this
podcast. Conscious club podcast. Okay, there we go. This thing has been waiting 31 years for me to type in the fucking Conscious Club
yeah,
podcast.
Blowing dust out.
It absolutely has. You should
Fucking
see
what
the
we do.
dust on that thing. Modules are, oh my god. Then I don't know.
Dude.
All right.
My vocabulary is limited.
Let's do a different beat this time.
80 something.
It's fucking. It doesn't tick. It doesn't give me a metronome. You just have to look at it. So you have to fucking hit it. All right.
Ooh. That's rough.
There we go. There we go. Oh, not bad.
Not
Pretty
bad,
cool.
not bad. I might have played trumpet, but I got 0.
Yeah, this is
of
wild.
this music. Yeah, I can't. I know.
Boys just layering like a cake.
You picked this thing up yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. This is crazy.
I shouldn't do that.
All right.
Is it time? Be ready?
This is what we do
The chef
on the
done cooked.
Conscious Club for you. This is what we do. Conscious Club podcast. Club podcast. Club podcast. Okay. Conscious. Conscious. I gotta do it faster. It's gonna be hard though. Conscious. Yeah. Conscious. Conscious. Club podcast. Too fast. Conscious. Club podcast.
The Conscious Club.
Club podcast. Conscious Club podcast. Conscious Club podcast. That the sucks.
Duh.
Podcast.
I'm not gonna disagree. I guess.
TCCP.
All right, guys, this is gonna take you out. We're fucking spent. For a 1-page rundown, this is a fucking beast of a podcast. I gotta say.
I'm excited for it.
And I'm really happy that you guys stayed for it. And
Always.
I love
yeah,
you guys.
always.
Seriously, you guys are really good homies.
Really
Daniel's a
happy to
better
hear.
homie.
I don't know about that. He
that's
called
fair.
you. He called you.
I did
He
call.
called you. He
Yeah,
called me.
birthday.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. You know, we grew up in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I watched Rich Girl.
Yeah, fuck San Diego.
cool. This is have a good week, guys. This is it.
Nah, I love you guys.
Delivery, my dude.
Especially San Diego.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
Hey, everybody. everybody, Indy here, and thanks for watching the Conscious Club podcast. Please be advised that this is a fan-made podcast. Even though we would love nothing more, we are not associated with Vulfpeck, Vulf Records LLC, Vulf Productions Inc, or any associated acts tied to the greater Vulf umbrella. We do this show out of love, not for monetary gain. We simply wanted an outlet like this to exist, so we made it happen, and I hope that's okay. Thanks for watching, and always remember, fee fi fo fum.